Right, hello to anybody who may see this. I'm just getting ready to play in the Chess.com Arena Kings. This is Season 5, Week 1, Friday. And we start in around about 5 minutes or so. Now, I just need to pop onto my channel, which I don't need to see playing, just to get my link. Paste it in, so that's the admin done. So we can just sit back and wait for the start now. Right, looks like it's going to be a strong tournament. Title player after title player, all very high rated. But there's quite a few title players, isn't there? Right, we're just inside 3 minutes to go from the start. Oh, Hikaru has just landed, so comfortably the favourite for the event, as he is every week, of course. See Hammer's playing. Very strong field. Right, just about 2 minutes to go at the start. Right, this is just coming up to the 1 minute warning. Well, 16 players over 2,500, 17 over 2,500. Mikhail Golubyev's played him before, got a draw. A couple of seasons back, I think it was now. Right, 30 seconds and we get off. This is a 2-hour event, 3-minute blitz. Okay, let's just stick to d4, why not? Because he's tempting me to play knight forward there, hit the bishop. I don't see why not to. Now if I play d3, my bishop gets trapped behind the pawn, but I think it's better than... Sorry, e3. I think it's better than e4. I could have taken the knight and tripled the pawns up, but I'd rather keep this for now if I can do. Okay, no, I'm not going to take that. Let's just develop the bishop. Now I can either play a4 or I can play b3 and just sack a pawn. Now let's get adventurous and just sack a pawn, why not? Knight's protected by the bishop. Can take with queen or pawn if he takes. I think I'll take with a pawn. Queen up. I'm tempted to go knight over, knight over. I think I'll play rook across. The only trouble is it can allow bishop down, so it might get kicked back anywhere. Right, but now I'm going to move knight over so it can't now be taken. Idea just to play knight in. Not that it really threatens out, but I might be able to redirect it to d3, get more centralised. Right, knight over, so stick to the plan. If takes, I'll take with the rook. Now I want to get the queen up if I can and maybe get the other rook across. Not easy to work out a plan of action though, not easy. Bishop takes, knight, pawn takes is playable. It's an idea, but it weakens my king's defence. Right, so he's allowed it. So takes, takes. Then he's got knight can come in then. Not sure I like the look of that. I don't see any other plan though. I don't want to play rook over. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. And play queen up. Try and cover the knight jumping in. Pressure the pawn. If rook down, I think I've got bishop up. Right, knight comes down if I take. He's got knight down, we trade. So I think I'll take. So if knight here, I'll take with the bishop. Otherwise, I might just look to try and get rook across. Okay, happy to trade. So I'll play rook across. So see if he takes, I've got to take, but no need to pre-move. Now, can I take a pawn there? I don't think it works. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to offer him the chance to take the pawn with the knight. So again, if he does take, I'll pre-move to take back with the bishop. Right, grabs the rook. Right, now I'm threatening to take the knight. So behind the pawn. Prepare to move the king in case he checks. I could get into a messy position here, of course. Okay, so get the pawn. Yeah, that's the problem with the line that I've gone with. There's no good square for the bishop. No good square for it. I'm going to have to try and play bishop up, I think. He's going to look at knight check ideas and get the rook back and take the pawn with the king here, so he'll go back, I'm guessing. So if I play it up, he can still take, so get the king up, otherwise knight check was the threat. No, I can't go up now, that's a good move. Let's play a pawn at the board, and maybe the next pawn. I think I can play it. Oh, he goes back, okay. So now I can play a bishop up. Obviously if he takes, I take. If he checks... Oh, I've dropped the bishop, what am I doing? I've just plainly dropped the bishop. Oh, what a terrible blunder. Terrible blunder. Now I can go in there, it's not checkmate because you can take. Wow, somehow got there. Didn't feel like I was playing that brilliantly there though. Somehow got there. Wow. My reactions were poor at the end. Very good job I wasn't trying to play bullet chess there. So a bit fortunate with that one. Another day it would have probably been a drawn game, but my endgame pace was terrible there. Terrible. Right, now I'm playing a 2500, so should be too good for me. So this is just a case of enjoy the experience when you play any players at this elite level. I'll take the pawn, so we're going to go into an end game. Now I can play e4. I think I'll play g3 though and get the bishop up. Ooh, and I might have caught myself out already. So I'm going to have to play this pawn up as well, which is not good. Bishop up. I might castle this side actually. Actually, let's throw the pawn up and then, sorry, get the bishop there. We'll try and just get that bishop off the board. He could grab the pawn instead, he doesn't. So get the rook back, maybe come over to protect the pawn. Now, can I play pawn forward? I think I've got to play pawn forward. My bishop up to hit the knight. So he might take the bishop there. Right, so I'm guessing bishop down, yes. I don't want knight check. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook check. You can consider it, but I don't like it, so... You know, I'm just going to go forward and just sack that pawn, but I'm actually looking at this idea. Does it work? Take, take, check. He's got to go somewhere. Let's kick the knight. Right, now I'm going to go for it. No idea if this works or not, but I'm going for it. It's always tough to play against much stronger players, of course. Now, I've got knight check. And the king, I think, has to go across. Have I got pawn check? Have I got pawn up? In fact, have I even got rook back, rook down? Let's play rook down first, threatening to take here. If I play pawn up, I don't have knight check, that's a problem. But I'm going to play it, at least I've got pawn check. Right, so I've got the other pawn check. So let's go for that. He might actually take there, you know, he might do, he doesn't. The pawn up. Knight check, pawn takes. Let's hit the knight. Let's throw in a check. Yeah, I don't think my attack works, sadly. No, I've got to take the bishop. Yeah, it didn't work. I can grab a pawn, but let's go right back. Ah, well done. If I take the pawn, he's got a knight check. Well done. Well played. Right, so we're both sticking to a solid opening. I do want to play d4, b3. Let's go d4, go more traditional. If he takes, I'll take. He doesn't, he's preparing to advance, so I'll hit the knight. Let's just play a rook across. I don't want to play e4. Right, so we'll get the queen out of the way immediately. So he's tempting me to take the pawn. Is it a poison pawn? If I take, rook over, queen back, I think I can take it. Might be wrong, of course. Ooh, if I go there, he's got rook across, queen over. I could go there, he can fork. I have to go there, I think, don't I? Might be a poison pawn. Might be a poison pawn. Might be getting into a bit of a pickle here. Okay, so I might have to play knight over. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Otherwise he's going to get a knight lovely cemented in. Pre-move in case he takes. The knight will come forward, I'm guessing. So I have to go over. So he might grab the bishop so he can then take this pawn. He doesn't. Okay, let's play a knight forward and go after this one. So he's taking it. Pawn or queen. Let's take it with a queen. So he grabs the pawn. I think I'll go forward. So he's got two different knight checks. Oh, I can, yeah. Knight check and then take the bishop. He didn't need to play it that way, did he? So I've got a fairly poor position here now. I've got to play bishop up and just give him that. Right, I've got to take with a rook, I think. Okay, I'll take that. I don't think I can trap the knight. Let's play pawn forward. Oh god, I'm so slow. Just noticed the clock. He might even sack there, you know. I'll pre-move in case he does. going to try and roll forward. Ooh, I've just walked into checkmate. Just didn't see it. Well done. Just didn't see it. Simply didn't see it. You know, why not take that? You don't normally take there, but why not? Let's throw in c5. Right, now castle. He won't take that. Oh, he does take, okay. Let's just go up. I could have gone here to pressure the pawn, but I think it's a waste of time. Let's just play a pawn forward. Yeah, there is no fork, it's covered. Well, let's play up so we're threatening bishop up with a fork that way. That's just a basic simple threat. I mean, he could play pawn up to block it. Okay, he's allowed it. Can still play a pawn up actually. Then I can take. Oh, hi Simon, thanks very much. Does it look alright? I just wanted to get something a little bit different than what everybody else does, you see. Hopefully without going like too far over the top. No, that's maybe not a good move, is it? I've left the bishop unguarded now. Yeah. And can I get away with sacrificing there? Rook takes? No, that doesn't work, does it? So I'll have to sack the pawn there. That's alright though. If he takes with a rook or the knight, I'll just take with a bishop. I think, man, his knight's pinned now. Oh, brilliant. Thanks very much, Simon. It's good of you to say that. So take, rook takes. Where to go? Let's bring the knight in over. I've got a little bit of a cold, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I doubt I'll be playing very well tonight, but I don't feel too bad, touch wood. Just where I don't feel brilliant, but not too rough. So hopefully I'll be okay. Now I can take the knight there, I think. Take. Ah, I can take the knight as well again, can't I? Rook takes. No, it doesn't work. There's definitely no puzzle rush there. Knight over, but he can take with check. There's knight over, but he can take with check. Take back, you hit the queen. Actually, it might work, I don't know. Let's play it. If the queen moves, I might have a check and win the rook afterwards, I'm not sure. Depends where his queen goes if he moves it. What are we? 4 pawns against 5, so I'm a pawn down. And I'm 30 seconds on the clock down. Right, I can still play that. Check. He's got to take with a queen, otherwise he loses it. So get the rook. So rook up, threatening checkmate. So he has to bail out. So I'll check. Now there isn't a queen check there, but there is there to hit the knight. So I'll pick up the knight. Right, now he's let the queen come in over. Checkmate, excellent. Wow, very pleased with that one. A little bit of a puzzle rush thrown in there. Yeah, I'm a little bit bunged up, so hopefully I'll be okay, but I'll give myself a 30-second break before I go to the next game. Oh, Ali Reza's playing. That's going to be a bit of a ding-dong battle at the top, isn't it? Ali Reza and Hikaru. 3205 and 3135. Wow. Right, let's get on with the next game. Right, let's go to a traditional D4 opening. Right, I can advance, I can take. I think I'll take there. So we'll go into an end game. It's only a temporary pawn grab, he'll be getting a pawn back shortly. So, how do I want to play it? How do we want to play it? Let's take the knight, he'll take the other knight. Right, now let's go back and see if he wants to double my pawns, but then I get the two bishops. Okay, keeps it simple. So just develop and try and castle. Alright, I might be missing something, I'm not sure. Right, knight comes in, so he's threatening to go there, hitting the two pieces. If I've got knight forward, I can sack a pawn that way. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. I can play a bishop here, is interesting. I'm going to play a knight up and sack a pawn. If he doesn't take, I've got a knight check, so he does. So I'll get the bishop to f3, get on the diagonal. Mad, is that wise? Rook across and he's going to pick up this pawn as well. I might be better off going actually to c4 to cover this square. How do we want to do this? We're going to lose another pawn, so we'll just try and trade a set of rooks. Right, I can't grab that pawn, I'll get the bishop trapped. Right, so let's try and expand. But I need this rook into place somewhere or other. Need to get it into place somehow. If I go across, he's got bishop c3. Let's just throw a pawn forward, help guard against this move. Again, I'm 30 seconds down on the clock, I'm going very slow. Right, so looks to trade bishops. Now, rook pin doesn't work. I'm not going to take though, so let's move the bishop up. I don't want to allow him to just storm his pawn down the board. Right, now I can't play rook across anywhere now. Bishop over. No, this forward doesn't really do anything. Well, let's go forward. Okay, Simon, I'll see you later on. Have a good rest of the tournament. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you later, Simon. God, I'm really slow here, aren't I? Really slow. My rook just can't get into the game like this. Right, now it can come across. Again, because of the two bishops, there's nowhere for it to really to go, so he's offered the trade. Right, that simplifies a little bit. I wonder if it's worth playing. Yeah, I was going to look at that move myself. Right, let's go this side. So I hit the two of them. He might play bishop down, he does. Take. Ah yeah, I've just got no time whatsoever now, have I? No time at all now. I've been way too slow. Yeah, out of time. Played okay, but out of time. Right, I need to start playing a little bit quicker now. A little bit quicker. Right, let's play a Sicilian. Ah, that's a free piece. That's unfortunate. So drop it back so I don't forget about it. Very easy mistake to make. So hit the knight. I'll gladly take if I get the chance. Actually, the bishop gets a good diagonal, so I'll leave that. It's protected by the knight if he plays any fancy tricks. Ah, he just resigns that one. Okay. Very unfortunate. We all make mistakes like that. So knight up again. Well, let's play a true Reti with c4. He takes. I normally play queen a4 here. Now knight up allows knight in. Now knight up first and then pawn forward. Right, so I'm going to try and get bishop up and castle. Then eventually this pawn's hopefully going to come forward, or this pawn. Right, so he looks to go to an endgame, so I've got queen over. Takes, yeah. I don't want to go to an endgame yet. I've had that in a couple of games already. So just pressure on the pawn. Then hopefully just bishop up next move. Right, queen back. So I think I'll swing to this side, so now the bishop can't move out. Not without him playing something like this first. So I think f4 is playable. Okay. A little bit out of place here, but I'm just trying to get the bishop up. That's all I'm looking for. Right, knight comes forward. That's a good move. So have I got knight over to hit the queen? I think I have, but he's still got knight check, king over. Oh, this is messy. I can either play king across or knight over. I'm going to play knight over. He's got knight check, king over. So he can't take the rook without losing the queen there. So I've definitely misplayed this because I've left this rook hanging now. So well played there. Yeah, I don't see any way to deal with that. Right, let's just bail out of that. He can take either rook. Right, so grab the knight. He could grab the bishop. So how do I get counterplay? I think d3, bishop up. Just trying to get the pieces into play. But played a very poor opening here, very poor. So bishop up. At some point I'd like the rook here, but obviously it can't go there right now. Right, so we have knight over. I've maybe got a queen check actually. What's wrong with queen check there? Just to throw a nuisance move in. If pawn up, then what can I do? Where can I put the queen? Where can I put the queen? He has played the pawn up. We can't go there because of that queen. Knight over, I don't want to lose the knight. Let's play queen back and hit the pawn. Right, so he comes forward again, so let's advance, hit the pawn again. He advances. So let's go back, hit the queen. So queen up to hit this pawn. Yes, now I clearly can't take that pawn. Let's play the knight forward. Now hopefully we can start getting the rook active. He can take the knight with a check, can't he? That's annoying. Yeah, that's just lost now. Just give him that, that's lost. Well done. Well, let's go knight f6. Goes with the check, so that's knight up. Right, do I take the knight? I think I'll drop back. Right, now's the time to take. So just pawn up, just a basic simple threat, which he'll move his bishop out the way for. I'll probably just go back where he was. Okay, queen. Well, that allows knight up. A nuisance move. Not sure it does anything else other than be a nuisance. Right, let's hit the bishop anyway, and then get my bishop up. Right, get rid of this nuisance bishop, or take this knight. Right, so get rid of that knight. So again, bishop up can hit the queen, but it's just a nuisance. I think I'll throw it in though, then maybe drop the bishop back here. Right, so if he takes, I'll take with a pawn. I don't think he will. He doesn't, so again, knight up can go and hit the queen again. Knight can come back. I think rook across looks fine. If he takes, take with a pawn. Okay, that's adventurous, but nothing wrong with it. I think I'll take. Right, so just takes back. Right, I'm going to take that bishop. I'm tempted to just abandon that pawn. I'll let him take that pawn to try and put the knight on the other side of the board. Got to be careful though, got to be very careful now. Right, as knight comes in, okay. Now, is there any tactics at some point? There isn't right now. No, I'm going to go crazy and tempt him to take and open the f-file up. It busts my king's position open, but I think it's worth trying something. If he comes here, I'll probably just take. And he does take, so... bishop up. He can take. You know, I'm going to let him take that pawn as well. Just trying to open things up a little bit. Might not work, but worth a try. So queen up, with a view to getting rook across. The queen can always swing to this side of the board if necessary. Or we might be able to run a pawn up. But this is very much an all or nothing. Okay, we can't swing across that side of the board now. So there is no tactic there to take that, so I've got to go back. Right, rook up to protect this pawn, hit the queen at the same time. Maybe the queen behind. Yeah, queen behind. God, I'm slow in this game as well. I don't know why on earth I'm so slow. Getting slow in every game. Wow. Now, so he looks for a trade, but I can hit the queen. He can jump over. I think I've got a trade there. Actually, let's play rook across. Offer a pawn for a pawn. Again, I'm so slow, it's ridiculous. I'll pre-move in case he takes. Not easy, not easy. He can just advance his pawns, yes. So come back again. Right, this time I'll put the rook behind. Oops, just get right behind. Hope I'm not getting his rook around the back. Wow, I've pulled off another puzzle rush. He's very unlucky, wow. But it's mate next move. He is so unlucky there, so unlucky. Wow, give myself a break between the next game then. Right, Hikaru's on 7 out of 9, Faroujah 7 out of 8, and I suspect they've played against each other. Wow, I'm a 6.5 out of 7, well done. Just see how everybody else is doing whilst I have a nice little break. Right, let's get on with the next one. I'll play another Reti again. Alright, d4. How do I want to play d4? Let's go g3. Okay. So I'm just going to look to try and expand on the queen side. Bishop up I think is playable there. It's not actually a threat to go forward yet though. I'll actually go to b3 not b4. Right, get b3 in. Right, now I'm going to play e4. If he takes, I'll take with a pawn. If he takes, I'll take with a bishop. Right, so he targets the pawn, there's nothing wrong with that. So I'll hit the bishop, he either takes or he retreats. So he does take. So I'll probably just drop the bishop back to where it was, just so I don't forget about it and leave it hanging. Now I need to get this knight into play, which means this bishop might even need to come back. A little bit ugly, but might be necessary. Well, that's my move. Wow. I hadn't heard that his move had been played. I'm just going to maybe put the bishop here. Okay, I won't worry about that, just knight up. If he takes, I'll actually take with a knight, I think. He doesn't, so let's take. And he doesn't take with the pawn, interesting. Queen up just to protect the pawn. Okay, so I've blundered a rook. Well done. Which one do you want? You'll probably take the outside one. It goes inside. Take with the queen. Right, now he'll trade off, I would guess. He does. Now, have I got anything at all there? Takes. I think I'm going to go into an endgame, but protect the pawn. I just take with the pawn, okay. This is just completely lost, isn't it? Wow. Nothing I can do here, I don't think. Played an absolute shocker of a game. There's a pawn forward. Yes, well done. That is just cleanly winning and there's no way to deal with it. Yeah, just give him that one, just get on with the next game. Well done. That is a shocker of a game. So he goes queen f4 as well. Okay. Let's go c6. Yeah, I like that idea. Right, I'm going to develop the knight first and then maybe bishop e6. So just get the knight into play, put the bishop somewhere, get the rook across. He's got pawn forward there, so just get rook across. So pawn up, not too good. Let's hit the knight. Maybe queen to c8, look to trade the bishops. So okay, so I'll take the bishop first of all. I'll take the pawn. Now, so he offers to trade a set of knights as well. Now if I take with this knight, maybe the bishop can hit this pawn. I hope I'm not missing any tactic there. The rook can't go across because it's covered. So drop the bishop back and maybe get the queen here if the rook now goes across. He might play bishop takes, he does, but then I might get this pawn. The good thing being a pawn up is I can just sack a pawn back and I'm no worse off. But I really need rook across. Ooh, it's a good job that rook's covered because I've got queen up here hitting the pawn, but the rook's protected. That's just a blunder, unfortunately. You can't take back because of the pin. That's very unfortunate. Very easy to miss. Unlucky. Unlucky. Very easy to miss that. Oh, you must get 30 seconds to play your opening move, do you? Oh yeah, his internet connection's dropping. He must have well, that's unusual though, to reconnect that many times. Okay, just castle. No. Let's get adventurous and go c5. Can I even play d4 there? Maybe knight up d4, even d4 straight away. Allows knight across, knight takes, bishop takes. I think I'll play knight up first and then maybe d4. Yeah, I think I can still play d4. The bishop's protected. So just bishop to e6. Now queen b6 looks interesting. Hit the pawn, pressure on this pawn. Going that way. Knight comes in looking to trade, then I can maybe grab a pawn. He might get this pawn. Now I'm going to play queen up. If he takes, I'll take with the bishop. So I'm still pressuring this pawn. If rook across, I can actually take this one. So he plays queen up. No, I'm going to take with a queen, and he might tempt me to take two rooks for the queen, which I will do if I get a chance. Okay, I don't. But I think I can grab the pawn. Oh, so he's just going for the mate. Does it work? It might do. Question is, does rook across provide a good defense? Queen check, king over, queen check, king up. I'm going to let him in and trust that I've got a way out without getting immediately mated. Because as long as I survive, his queen's out of the game then. If I don't survive, then I don't survive, of course. So, can I drop the bishop back? No. Ooh, I won't survive. No, I have blundered it. Wow. Shocking blunder. He wins a rook. So I've got to take and then he's picked up the rook. Well done. Oh, he just picks it up straight away. Terrible blunder. I'll just give him that one. Well played. Halvard. No, we've played a few times before. Okay, f5, let's go d4 then. Now let's try an adventurous line. Why not? Now, do I open it up? I think I'll just take the bishop and I'm going to castle. Right, he comes forward. Right, so I'm threatening check, so he's got to just watch it, which he's done. So I've got queen up, which looks okay. And I'm threatening pawn forward. Yeah, knight back. So pawn up I'd like to play just to secure the position. So pawn up, then maybe bishop up, or maybe even pawn up here to hit the knight immediately. Right, so pawn up, pawn takes. I might even, if he takes and takes, it partially opens the file to his king for the rook. So I don't think he will, he doesn't. Now, let's play just bishop up so the rook can come over anywhere. And can we get away with a move like g4? Wow, he does play it. Has he got a tactic here that I haven't seen? I'm not sure. Let's go right across and go after the H file rather than the G file. So takes, I don't like the look of that. Might have no option, I'll just leave that for now, I think. Knight check, pawn takes, queen takes, I don't think works. Let's just play the king across. Oh, again, I'm so short of time. Right, bishop onto the diag, hit the pawn. I'm getting slow against everybody. I mean, I have got a bit of a cold, but I don't feel that bad. Now does it work? Knight check, takes. I don't think it does. Okay, take. Right, so let's go forward. My bishop is hanging there if he takes a pawn, so I might have to come back. So takes, bishop takes. Knight check is covered, so let's advance. Yeah, I'm just way too slow in every game tonight, way too slow. Right, I'm going to go for it. I've no idea if this works or not, but I'm going to risk it. If he doesn't take, he loses the queen, so I think he's got to take. And now I'm threatening checkmate. So what's his defense? That's his defense, that's what. Oh, I can take the rook for free though. I can take a pawn check first. He's got to go across, but I'll take the rook for free first. Now, I can't quite get the rook over there. Just throw in another check. I'm so short of time. Ah, yeah, bishop check there. Bishop check. Right, try and get the bishop back. Excellent win, excellent. So it did work. It did work, excellent. Right, give myself another minute's break or so in between games. Clearly I'm not going to get a good score tonight, so I don't need to be playing games as quickly as I can. Right, this is all refreshed, isn't it? Ah, now it is. Ali Reza's at the top. 12 out of 13. Wow. Hikaru 10 out of 13. I'm not sure who Matthew G is. Hammer's on 8 out of 10 as well. Really good scores. Right, next game. What have we got? 64 minutes, so nearly an hour in already. Wow. I think I'll stick to knight f3. It's my normal opening. I normally play e4 in bullet games, but I tend to play knight f3 in blitz games. Okay, let's do something different this game. Don't want to play the same every game. Right, you've got to hit the bishop straight away there. Okay, so he's tempting me just to trade and mess his pawn structure up, but why not? Why not? We might end up in an endgame. So I don't really need the castle now, but I probably will. Yeah, let's just play c3 just to guard against nonsense with his bishop coming down. Then d4. Okay, we'll take there. Right, I'm going to castle just so it's out the way. Make sure I don't allow any tricks like this, pinning the rook of course. So knight up, knight to f3 is the target. And maybe a3, b4. Yeah, a3, b4 looks sensible. Right, I want the knight in over so we can challenge the centre ground. So pawn up. Got to be a bit careful now. Got to be a little bit careful. So pawn up again. He might be able to sack in some lines like this at some point. So I think king h2 is sensible. Otherwise, let's just run the pawns up again. Right, don't want the bishop back over or forwards. Let's kick the bishop back. So now hit the bishop. So now again, continue with the plan to go forward. Right, I can take with one. Now this is where it gets interesting. Got rook check. But a knight over threatens a check. So he's got to deal with that. It threatens check two ways. Bishop down is, I can still check. So he's played it, so I can still check. Or I can check here and take the bishop, but I don't think I want that. Let's go with that one. We might end up rook for rook actually, but... Oh, I've got another check. Oh, I can't play that one. So gain a rook, lose a rook. I think that's playable for me. Now I think I can just push the pawn. So if I go forward, he goes back. That doesn't help. I can't actually queen that one, so I want to try and challenge this while I can. I think he can afford to take there, he can indeed. He's done very well, he's played that very well, so he should be winning now. Right, grab the pawn. So, try again. So if we take, I think it's losing for me. Yeah, I'm sure this is losing with correct play. Yeah, there's no way I can hold this now, is there? I don't think. Yeah, I can't stop that. Well done. Well done, you deserve that one. Right, we have 58 minutes left. I'll refresh the leaders. Now they are refreshed. Right, a 2300 place, so if he plays at his best, he'll be a little bit too good for me. We'll just see how we get on. You never know. Okay, let's play something unusual. Just mess the structure up. Why not? If I remember right, you take out over there. It's one of the unusual lines, I think. Might be wrong with that. Yeah, I think it's pawn forward. But knight forward doesn't do you any good because of e6. Ah, I've got to be careful or moves like knight down. Straight away it's knight for rook. So I've blundered straight away. Knight down, I've got to take. So that gives him a rook for knight, so well done with that. Bishop up. He'll play the bishop here now to protect the pawn. Knight takes, pawn takes. Now he plays forward, okay, but that drops the bishop. Maybe he didn't see it, I just forgot. So I'll take the pawn. Right, so I'm going to play h4. Throw in a check. Let's throw the knight forward. Okay, just go back. Might take, I doubt it. So let's go forward another way. So go forward with the pawn. Okay, take, forward again. Now I could be cheeky and go forward again. Lose a knight, gain a bishop. Let's go for it, why not? So again, lose a knight, gain a bishop. This time it's not playable. So we just drop back again. Maybe I had bishop check there, might have been stronger. Might have been. Right, hit the bishop. Right, get the knight out of the way just so I don't hang it. Pawn forward, bishop check. Right, get the knight up and then try and reroute it again. I think I'm going to bring the king in over. Right, throw in a check. I'm going to try and push the pawn. So hit this pawn. Oh, that's a decent draw. I might have had an advantage there, but decent result. Oh, hi there, RPD. I'm having an okay tournament so far. I've got a bit of a cold, you can probably tell, so I don't feel too brilliant, but not doing too bad. I've had a few good wins, a few silly losses, so about average, really. That last game was a draw against a 2300 player who was obviously higher rated than I've ever been, so that's a pretty decent result. I think bishop up there. I probably should play queen c7 straight away, shouldn't I? Actually, let's play knight up, just a nuisance move. Castle. Right, now I'll play queen up and look to trade. Right, now the fun begins. So if it takes, I'll take with the knight to keep the pawn together. Right, what's he played? Bishop to d3, so I've got knight in, but he'd be quite happy for me to take there. Pawn takes. I think I'll take the pawn. No, I've got knight to hit the bishop. I've got knight to hit the bishop. I don't like either of them. I think I'll play knight in over. I want to try and get this bishop into play. So bishop up, maybe bishop here. Maybe the two rooks across. Alright, there's one of them. Right, now I can throw in a check, so he has to take or he loses this bishop. So now this pawn's under threat, but if he moves my... so I can take the pawn, but then when his knight moves, my bishop's loose. But I will take it. But whenever this knight moves anywhere now, this bishop is now hanging. So I've got to be aware of that. Okay, that gives me a chance of a fork. Let's just offer him the chance to take the bishop. Otherwise it's protected. Right, so rook across. So I've got knight down to hit the rook. I don't see anything any better right now. Now, is a knight check playable? King down, rook check. I think it's playable. If he comes forward, I think I can check. And his king gets into trouble, he'd have to come further forward, so he might have to go back. I don't think there's a checkmate net there, but yeah, he goes back, so now... Ooh. Knight or rook. Take with a knight and threaten another pawn. pre-move in case he takes the bishop. Right, he goes back. So I've got the same knight check again, or I can come here, hit the rook, or I can drop back, hit the bishop. Actually, let's throw in the knight check, because I think the bishop will sit nicely here, but I want the rook across. So get the two rooks lined up on the same file, and maybe get the bishop forward. I mustn't forget about back rank issues, of course, so I've got to move a pawn at some point. Otherwise it's very easy to walk into a silly back rank checkmate, and that's exactly what he's lining up there. So I'll play knight in just to hit that rook immediately, hit the pawn as well at the same time. So he grabs the bishop. Ooh, I might have walked into it. Wow. I have to take the rook. So he's won a piece. What a good tactic that is. He's got knight check. He'll take the rook. I don't have a knight check, so he's won a piece. So I've got to try and flag him here now. He's done brilliantly finding that tactic there. Really well done. So king up. Right, so hit the pawn. Let's run the pawn. Let's just push the other pawn. Excellent, got there in the end, but he found a lovely tactic there. Oh, Danya's playing as well. Must have joined the tournament late. Well, he's played 14 games. He wasn't in it at the start, neither was Ali Reza. 11.5 out of 14, Hikaru 13 out of 18, that's poor for Hikaru. I mean, it's not exactly a bad score, but he's normally like 17 out of 18. I'm assuming it's the likes of Ali Reza and Danya that he's lost against or drawn with. Right, let's get on with the next game. What have we got? 45 minutes left, just over. Alright, knight f3. Let's play something different. I normally play just a traditional Reti d5. Now I could take there. Let's pin the knight. I'd like to get the rook across and then maybe the knight forward at some point. So he grabs the pawn, okay. So let's go forward. So take and advance. Now, do I want to take that? I don't see why not, actually. Let's take that. So rook across, potentially going forward. But I'll go forward this side as well, try and mess the pawn structure up. So now I'll challenge this one. If he takes, I'll take back. So I've given him an advanced protected passed pawn, so it's very risky. So I'm going to have to try and go, see, on the other side. So I'll try and open this side up as well. Right, so we'll take one of them. Oh, okay. RPD, I hope you do well with the tournament. There's still 45 minutes to go, so you get a fair few games in. I say I'm just a little bit under the weather today, but I say I don't feel too bad, but no, I'm doing okay, it's not too bad. But hope you have a good event. Right, pawn forward. Right, so can we switch to the other side? I want to switch to this side now. Pawn up I don't think is playable there, so drop back. Maybe I should play pawn forward and get it an extra square forward there. Ooh, so he's let me open it up. That's got to be better for me, surely. Got to be. Right, so I'll play knight forward. Okay, thanks very much. Hopefully I'll be alright in the next day or so. Right, I'm going to try and get the bishop into play. Just put it on a better square. An attacking square. Okay, offers to trade the rooks. Right, let's get the bishop forward. Let my opponent do the taking if we're going to trade. Okay, so bishop check isn't playable right now. So let's move the rook and look to try and get forward this side. And try not to drop the bishop, of course, which is very easy to do. Now, should I offer him 2 queens for the rook? Sorry, a queen for 2 rooks. My head. So I'm just hitting this pawn. Right, so drop back. Oh, what have I done? Checkmate. Well done. Yeah, I'm just not with it, am I? Not with it. Just walked into a checkmate, but well played. You still have to finish it. Well, let's mix it up and play e4. Very rarely play e4, so I know very little theory in e4 games. I think you can leave the pawn there. Right, now I'm going to take, but obviously this pawn would hang if he takes here. I think a4 is playable in some of these lines. Let's go for a gamble though and advance. So takes, he goes back. Yeah, let's play pawn up so I can put the queen forward. Right, get the rook off that diagonal. I should have just left the bishop there. You can just take the pawn now. See, I'm all over the place today. Terrible. Right, let him have a choice of which one to take. Probably be the bishop, I'm guessing. He'd probably play knight takes bishop. Right, doesn't actually take either, interesting. So let's take a knight then. So I think, let's just advance the pawn. Right, so he comes forward and he's got this tactic coming. So if I drop back, he comes forward, queen over. Yeah, it doesn't work, does it? I might as well just take the pawn there, I think. This is another terrible game. Right, so rook over. No, he will take there because he's a clear piece up, and he still doesn't. Wow. Right, now he's going to have to take all the bishop drops back. Right, let's grab a pawn. Now, looks a bit weird, but I'm going to take with a queen there. Yeah, let's just play rook across. If he takes, I take. There isn't really any counterplay here. With it being arena, I should really just get on with another game. I'll give him that one. Well done. Right, now I'll stick to knight to f3, my normal opening. Ooh, adventurous. Okay, so the bishop can stay on this diagonal now and I can play forward. Now I can go forward and hit the knight, but I think that's a little bit bold right now. So he's dropped bishop back, so pawn forward. No, it's too bold. Let's just play a bishop up and prepare the castle. He's really weakened his king's position here though. There's got to be something I can do at some point here. Pawn up, knight over, knight takes. Yeah, let's go forward now and try and bust this open. If he takes, I can take with knight or pawn. Wow, so he lets me take. Gain a knight, lose a bishop. I think it's worth taking, you know. I think I win a pawn this way. Even if it's only temporary, but his king's position is now bust open. He might castle even queenside. Knight in, I don't think is playable. Let's just play a queen up and try and get the rooks across. Right, now is it worth a knight sacrifice there? Pawn takes, open the file up. It could be. You know, I'm just going to put the rook right on the king file immediately and offer the knight sacrifice. Okay, so he sort of heads that off. Don't have to take though. I've got knight over, knight forward. Knight forward now though allows bishop to take here. I'm going to play knight down and challenge the knight, so if he takes I might take with a pawn to open the file up. I will do, I'll pre-move that. Well, I have to anyway, I think. Okay, but now can I take? At the end of it, he gets bishop takes with a fork still. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Still doesn't quite work. So get rook off that file. But he's also lining up moving the knight. Yeah, moving the knight. And he can take a pawn here. So if knight takes, I'm actually going to play rook takes bishop. I think it's playable. The idea being, of course, that with the knight out the way, he's targeting the king's pawn. Oh, so he takes this way. Interesting. So I think I have to take there. So does his attack work? Does it checkmate me? I think I can go here. Bishop and knight can both block. So he's got rook across or queen across, but I'm going to play takes there if I get a chance and try and bring his king into the play. I'm behind on the clock again. I've been behind on the clock for pretty much every game. So he's gone for the check. So I want to block with the knight to leave the bishop active. So if I take, I've got a potential check and get the bishop active. Ooh, so he goes for a pin. Okay, so I'll hit his rook. I'm hitting this rook as well. He can double the rooks up, of course, but I can get my rook back. So I think rook up is fine, threatening queen here. I might be missing something, of course. I might be getting checkmated in 3 moves or something. If he takes, I think I can take with the bishop. There's no immediate queen check or any other check. Right, so let's go here. He's cut my attack down. He's done very well finding that. So bishop up, is it playable? I don't know if this is playable or not, but I'm going to risk it. We're both really short of time. I'm going to have to kick into bullet mode any minute, any second. Oh, he grabs a pawn, and he's threatening to take. So I have to go back. That was a really good move he found there. Hit the queen. You know, let's just sack a rook. Not got a clue what's happening there. Not got a clue what happened there. Wow. Alright, let's play an attacking line this time. Okay, so we take. Okay, pawn up first. Now if he takes, I'm going to take with the F pawn and open the file up. Rook across, bishop back, and just go all in for an attack. Okay, protect the pawn, threaten a check at the same time. Rook across maybe next move. Bishop can take with a check, so he's grabbed a pawn. Okay, is knight up playable? I think knight up's playable with the idea of rook takes, queen check, king over check, king up. Whoa, so he's grabbed a rook. Okay, I missed that. So takes, check, over, check, king up. I don't see the finish, so I think I have to take back. So rook back. Yeah, this is just losing as well, I think. I'd like knight down here, but again, I don't think it works. What about knight takes, king takes, queen check? Let's go for it. Again, I've no idea if this works. I don't think it does. But I'm hitting the queen at least. So throw in a check. Alright, knight takes isn't playable because the bishop's there. Yeah, I'm sure this doesn't work, but I'm playing it anyway. No, it definitely doesn't work, does it? No, I'll just give him that. Well, let's go back and try an e4. Right, we have a Caro-Kann. Well, I gave him a chance to grab a pawn there, he didn't take it, but if then bishop and knights were swapped over, there'd be a checkmate threat with going here. How do I swap the bishop and knight over? Now let's drop back. So he might grab a pawn, he doesn't. Let's drop the knight back, he might take it, I doubt it, but he might. Pawn forward is sensible as well, I think. Knight over, knight over. Let's just play pawn forward. Right, now I'll play a knight in. If he takes, I'll take. Okay, looking to trade. What? Is that just a free piece? Ah, yeah. Bishop and knight and queen are all there, and it's only defended by 2. Bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. Well, I've done that a number of times already tonight. Everybody does that, especially us amateurs, of course. A little bit unusual. I'm going to try double fianchetto this game. Not played that for a long time. Knight up and rook over to line pawn up. Hit the bishop. Let's just play e5 anyway. So take with a knight. Right, play the bishop back. Okay, so I've got pawn up. Bishop up. Yeah, let's play pawn forward and then pawn forward maybe. Right, just drop the rook back. So I can kick the bishop with tempo again. Ah, so he wants to go there. Okay. I think I'm going to get the queen off this pin, so the knight's now free to move. I think it's safe to drop back there. So knight forward is an idea, so go forward to hit the bishop. Right, kick that bishop and play the queen up. Ooh, so he's really tempting me forward, okay. Yeah, let's have some fun, why not? Try and get the knights off. Oh god, again, I'm so slow. Nearly a minute down on the clock already. Wow. This must be this cold I've got. Really slow. I was fine earlier on. Right, so sack a pawn, get the rook over. Yeah, double the rooks up. So he wants to go across, so I think rook over. He's wanting to put the bishop there. If he does, I'll take it. So we'll gamble. So go forward. If he plays forward, I'll just advance. Right, so get the pawn advanced. If the queen wanders off, we can go forward. I think king up. I'm lining up to try and push the pawn. No, rook can't go over. So I hit the queen. If you pin the bishop, I'm just going to potentially advance the pawns, I think. Yeah, let's advance the pawn. Can't really take because of a check. Ooh, if I go there, take and pin, yeah, I think I'm fine. If you take there, the queen can take. So he comes forward, so now this pawn is loose. So I think I can take. Oh, there, I've only got 30 seconds left again, though, it's just not enough time. Right, and now we can take here. So he's got check. Is that checkmate? I think it is it? Yes it is, well done. Oh, Hikaru's catching up. What you'd expect, of course. Well, let's play a Caro-Kann, not played one yet today. Advanced variation. Right, it doesn't go fully forward, okay. Now, can I trap the queen if he takes there? I'm not sure if it's a trap or not, but why not try something? If he takes... Yeah, I don't think I've got quite enough pieces developed, have I? The knight over... Knight over, maybe it was playable. Knight over... Yeah, knight over isn't a great move there. Yeah, well, let's get adventurous, why not? I need to get castled. Okay, so bishop up, allowing me to castle. If knight down, I'll just ignore it. If he wants to try and go for the pawn. Obviously, he'd have a potential knight coming here, so get the king out of the way. Right, so he's targeting this square. So let's play knight down to cover this square, cover the pawn. Right, hit the queen. Hit the knight. Right, now I'm going to take a risk and try and open things up. Well, let's take. over. I'm looking at maybe a move like knight either side to target the pawn, probably this square, then we can maybe go this way. Obviously queen up as well targets 2, okay. It's an attacking move, so I think I'm going to go to h7 so the knight can still come here. So the knight's got potentially nice outpost now, so hit the bishop. Right, rook across, pressure on this pawn. Right, I don't really care about that one. So let's drop the knight back, pressure this pawn. Okay, now I do care about that one. So I think queen up, cover the pawns. Again, he's playing very well though, very, very well. Right, queen up. So bishop over, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. I don't think it does anything for me. So I'm going to get the knight forward and try and put the knight in here. So hopefully he might play something like this, he does. So we're hitting the bishop, we're hitting the pawn. He'd probably play a bishop up, but then this pawn gets loose. Oh, he plays rook down, okay. So I can take this pawn, I think, now. I'm hitting the bishop next move if he moves the queen. If he takes, I'll pre-move to take back. What's he done? He's taken the pawn. So gain a queen, lose a queen, gain a rook. That's a good move. What do I do? Gain a queen, lose a queen. Yeah, I haven't got too long to think. So I'll get the bishop next move. If he takes, I'll take here. Now he's got this pawn he can get, but his king's in perilous trouble. So knight check. Got to be careful because obviously we're both getting short of time. My bullet speed has been terrible today, terrible. Right, take. Right, now I should be comfortable now. Pick up the knight. Actually, let's just throw in a check. Give a piece away and make sure there's definitely no way he can checkmate me. Now rook up next move. Either rook works, I think. Well, I've got there in the end. Well done to my opponent though, he played a very, very good game there. So let's refresh this and see what's happening. Only 15 minutes left. Wow, it looks like Alireza's gonna win it. 64. I mean, 20 out of 26 is still a really good score what Hikaru's got, but 17 points in 15 minutes, that's asking a lot. That's asking a lot, that, for anybody to catch Alireza there. But the 3 class players of the field are in the 3 of the 4 top positions. Doing brilliantly well. Well, let's play a true Reti c4. Right, e6 is normally g3. c6 is normally b3. You just got to be careful that you don't allow ideas like this. Of course, you do have a knight up right now. Got to be a little bit careful in these lines. Right, now I'm going to take. Right, knight over. I might just try and edge the pawns forward. Knight over is playable, take, and have an... Ooh, it is now. Have an altered pawn structure. Oh, well, let's just edge the pawns forward. So rook down, I don't think it causes any real damage though. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does. Right, let's mix it up a little bit. It gives the bishop a square on d4 if he takes and a take. Right, so he comes down. So let's take a knight. Right, I think... rook across, he's got bishop to d3. I suppose I can drop the bishop back and potentially allow a trade. So drop the bishop back. So if he takes, where does he move the rook? Where does he go? Yeah, I've not played this very well though, but bishop down here, yeah, that's still playable. If he takes, I can take with knight or rook. Probably the rook actually, probably the rook. But I'll pre-move to take with the rook. Actually, if he gets queen in though, the knight's vulnerable. Yeah, no, it'd be better taken with a knight, I think. Yes. Of course, if he doesn't take, I can take him. Potentially, I can throw pawns forward to hit the queen. So he's played knight in, getting adventurous. Wow. So, does this work? I have no idea if this works or not, but I'm going to kick the queen. The idea being, if the queen deviates off this file, I'll take the bishop. If the knight comes in, I can take with this bishop. Take the pawn, I can take with the king. Take the bishop, I'll take the queen. If the queen goes there, I'll push this pawn. Oh, so he's played knight takes bishop, so he's sacked the queen. Is he getting enough material for it? He might well be. So he takes, a take, and then he can take either rook with the knight, but I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright, especially if I can get this bishop into play. I might be wrong, of course. I need to sack something here to try and push pawns away to get the bishop up. So I'm going to get rid of that one as well. Right, so now the bishop's in play. Now what I need is to try and get the queen into play. So I hit the pawn. He's only got 20 odd seconds left, so I've got to be wary of that. I think I can take. So queen across to hit this pawn, threaten to take with a check. So he comes forward, but now I can get the queen up. Now where's the right square? Now that actually threatens checkmate. I've still got the queen check. So check and I can take here, so it should be game over now. Yeah, queen and rook should be far too strong for just two rooks, especially with the time. Obviously he might be at the queen here if he had more time, but is there a puzzle rush checkmate here? Is there? Can I get my own queen? If he plays rook down, I've got check and I can take the pawn. Alright, so I just throw in a check and win the pawn. If he takes, obviously I take. So I've got there in the end. Right, 9 minutes left. Right, let's have a look at the leaders. Well, so the three heavyweights are all 1, 2 and 3 now. Wow, Danya is above Hikaru and he's played 5 games less. Wow. Man, I watched one of Hikaru's videos the other day and he said he was getting headaches. I wonder if he's a bit under the weather as well. Possibly. I'll have to wait to watch his stream, but surely it's Ali Rez's, isn't it? 78, 11 points clear. So well done to him. Right, let's put the knight forward. Okay, knights are off. So I'll get the rook off the diagonal and then now the pawn can be pushed. F5 is really tempting, isn't it? Why not? Why not? It's right at the end of the event. Why not go for it? Let's just go F4. Let's get the king off the diagonal so there's no bishop check. Okay, takes. I'm just going to ignore that, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to completely ignore that. If he takes, I'll take back this one. But now I've got a king partially open. If I can get the queen maybe to somewhere like there. Well, let's try and get the bishop off. Right, so now his king is partially opened. Ooh, well now I can take this way. And he might have to double his pawns. If he goes there, I'm going to get forward. So how can I exploit this? I don't think I can right now immediately. So let's just double the rooks up. Potential sacrifice. Right, now I'm going to go forward here. He won't take there, I don't think. I'll pre-move just in case he does, but I'm sure he won't. In fact, now I've got bishop down here. He can't actually take because he's allowed a queen pin. So I might be able to win this pawn with a tempo as well. Now I've got queen check in the corner, but he can block it. So just stick to the original idea. And again, I've got a tempo on the queen. I've got a passed pawn. Can I get that pawn? Pawn up, rook across. Let's push the pawn. Try and use it as a distraction. I don't expect to get anywhere with it. It's just a distraction, really. But try and get the queen maybe up. Right, queen up. So we're looking to target this pawn and try not to walk into a back rank mate, of course. Right, there's only 5 minutes of the event left, so... Now, does rook up... Is rook up playable there? I think it is. Oh no, if he takes, I take. Oh yeah, rook check, the queen covers. Wow. Nearly walked into a mate there. So it's about maximum pressure now. So make sure this is protected and swap these over, and then we're threatening mate there. Maybe h6 is sensible just to make sure I can't be back ranked easily. But if I go over, he's got pawn down. So let's throw in h6. Then maybe even rook up, rook across. Right, I've got to take that. Got to take that. Right, so rook over, pawn down. I don't see the finish. Let's play rook up and try and stop that pawn advance. If queen checks, just king up. Right, now that might be distracting him now, so... Let's throw in the distraction move first. So he's going to have to play pawn up, I'm guessing. Alright, so now how do I break through? I think I can take now, can't I? Take, but he gets his passed pawn. So I'm going to have to try and do something about that. Oh, I've just given him queen check and take the rook. Wow, that loses on the spot. Well done. That just loses on the spot, doesn't it? Oh, he could have just took the rook. He could have just taken the rook there. He'll probably win on time anyway, to be fair. Yeah, to be fair, he should win on time. Unless I swindle him somehow. Ooh. Let's rook right out wide. Okay, he might be happy to play a draw, I'm not sure. No, he's won this game. I'm just too slow on time. Yet again. Yeah, well done. You found the right move. I'll just give him that. Nothing I can do there. There's only a minute 40 left, so that will do me for this event. So, where am I? I'm down in 138, so a fairly poor start, but a little bit under the weather. Well, I've got 22 points, 138. I'm not sure if it lets me find myself here. There. 10.5 out of 24. Actually, it's only just under 50%, isn't it? Considering I feel quite rough, that's actually not bad going. That's not too bad going. Not too bad. Right, let's get back to the top and see how the elite players are doing. That's the 1 minute warning. Yeah, Alireza has won this by an absolute mile. Look at that, 15 points clear. Hikaru, I'm sure, will be disappointed if he's on 80 points. It's still a lot of points. But he's normally around the 100 mark, isn't he? He's normally around that score there. But what a good effort from Alireza. 27.5 out of 31. 22.5 out of 25 from Daniel. He's got 6 less games. Wow. 5 less games than Hikaru and he's above him. So is that confirmed? It is. That's stunning from Daniel as well, it really is. Good effort from Hammer. 18 out of 23, that's a great score. So as you'd expect, the elite players are mainly up there. But very pleased with that. So thank you to anybody who's seen this. So that will end my stream now, but thank you.